Another part of Raw reunion I wanted to get to, they had the Legends panel with Ric Flair, the Immortal Hulk Hogan, and of course HBK Shawn Michaels, where they each, of course before the party was crashed by Big Show and subsequently Roman Reigns, they asked everybody their opinions on who was going to win the Rumble. Hulk Hogan said Daniel Bryan. Flair said Dean Ambrose kind of as a wild card. And HBK went with Bray Wyatt, who has had some momentum, defeating Daniel Bryan clean in the middle of the ring on Raw this past week. But I thought it was interesting, folks, because none of these legends picked Roman Reigns, which a few months ago, even last month, Roman Reigns would have been probably the favorite to win the Rumble. And now it seems like with not only Bryan's comeback and them pouring the momentum on other superstars as well, but Roman Reigns his flaws are starting to get exposed. And I wanted to make a comparison here to a man in his early stages of his career, not in his current career as the current TNA Heavyweight Champion. And that's Bobby Lashley. That's kind of what the situation's reminding me of with Roman Reigns at this point. Roman Reigns still only 3 years in the business. A lot of people, felt like WWE was trying to groom him as the next John Cena. I felt like he was cooler in the Shield than he has been without the Shield. He hasn't really had an identity since he left the Shield. He's still wearing the Shield garb, the Shield music, the Shield entrance, where Ambrose and Rollins have both developed very strong characters, which have made them stand out and made their work stand out on the shows. Roman Reigns, to me, has fallen back to the pack as the number 3 guy of the Shield. And to me, it kind of reminds me of when they pushed Bobby Lashley to the moon. They gave him the ECW title, US title, finals of King of the Ring, where King Booker beat him. And it all culminated with Bobby Lashley being on Raw, getting drafted to Raw, getting stripped of the ECW title. And that, I believe, SummerSlam of that year, Bobby Lashley faced Cena in a one-on-one match, which many of us felt was going to be a passing of the torch match, where Lashley probably was going to win and defeat Cena. Very similar to the Daniel Bryan storyline with Cena in the SummerSlam of 2013. So, my take with this rant is I believe that Roman Reigns at this point in his career, sitting there reciting Jack and the Beanstalk and Superman lines, not coming up with his own material. He's not his cousin The Rock. Let's just call a spade a spade. And he doesn't have to be. He can be a silent Winter Soldier-like assassin, as Tyler Sexton had made reference to in social media recently. Big shout out to Tyler Sexton. Great performance in the XWA Rumble this past Saturday, by the way. Big shout out to RICW alumni Tyler Sexton. But, folks, what do you think? Roman Reigns, he certainly needs work, and I don't even think right now he's an even dark horse, a wild card to win the Rumble. Yeah, he made the save for Ric Flair coming out the crowd and chased off the evil, treacherous Big Show. Oh, SMDH. But, folks, what do you think? What is Roman Reigns missing? Does he need to just stop talking altogether? Does he need a manager? Do we need to turn him heel? What are we going to do with Roman Reigns? I mean, I feel like he has the talent. I feel like he has the look, the ability. I don't know, the mic skills. I feel like he can use a short and sweet type strategy with his mic skills. And his selling needs to get better. But that, as Jim Ross recently cited in an interview, goes across the board in wrestling. Selling needs to get better, not just on the main level. So, that's my thoughts on Roman Reigns, folks. Roman Reigns equals Bobby Lashley. At least the 2008-2009 Bobby Lashley. So my thoughts, I mean, look at Bobby Lashley now. He's grown into one of the elite of pro wrestling. Two-time TNA heavyweight champion, also competing in Bellator fighting. The first to actually be an active wrestler and compete in an MMA schedule at the same time. First to successfully do it. CM Punk obviously left wrestling, and the same thing with Brock Lesnar. So, I'm not saying Roman Reigns can't elevate and just like Bobby Lashley did and become better. But at this point in his career, I would not have him win the Rumble. I wouldn't even pair him up against, Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. I would have Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar. It's a fresh matchup, and it is what it is. It's Bryan's comeback story, and I think that would be a great moment for Bryan. But folks, what do you think? Joe Passarelli's show, Roman Reigns equals Bobby Lashley? Believe that. subscribe.